Now, Rebel Pundit released another video. You'll recall that we reported on another video that they released earlier this summer. Well, this video is showing them, these are black voters in Chicago. They're basically saying that they are fed up with the Democrats, fed up with black leadership. It's a very powerful video. I highly recommend you watch it. But they talk about the real issue of black on black crime, specifically the so-called black leadership that continues to trick them into voting for policies that hurt their community.
Black folks is in an abusive black leadership relationship.
We have to send a message. This is the time for us to send a message.
We always talking about what the Republicans ain't done for us or what they will do to hurt us. My life has been hurt by Democrats.
And we got in our mind that we always got to keep voting Democrat.
You know, look and see in your community, who are the real oppressors in our community?
Makes those communities disproportionately unemployed as well as impoverished. And they're saying, you know, you'll see those same black leaders rolling up to their really nice homes and their luxurious cars while they are tricking people in the community to vote for these really bad policies. So this is a very powerful video. You should check it out, share it with your friends. Obviously, right before the election, it's so important. But it's really telling. The black community is waking up to the fact that they have sort of been the pocket voters, the loyal voting base for all of these bad policies for decades. And now they're fed up and they're saying, what's the point? What are we even voting for here? And obviously, as we pointed out, they're going to now be replaced with a new loyal voter base, the Hispanic vote, of course. Now, in that video, they do say that one of the only things that is being offered to the black community is abortion on demand. Well, as we have reported extensively, that is a deliberate plan to help cull the population in the black community. But this eugenics-propelled madness continues, and all of us are the target. Now, this is in the name, of course, of saving Mother Earth. The National Academy of Sciences has published a shocking report advocating draconian methods of population reduction. It's a white paper entitled Human Population Reduction is Not a Quick Fix for Environmental Problems. It was released last month, and it presents a selection of scenarios to achieve reductions in human fertility in order to prevent climate change and threats to biodiversity and to help plan for a healthy future society. It envisions a mandatory Chinese-style global one-child policy. This is going to reduce the population globally. They want a sustainable number of 1 to 2 billion people. So this is a lot of people that are going to have to be exterminated. It even goes on to entertain the impact of world wars and global pandemics wiping out 6 billion people. They think this is a potential threat that could help the environment by overpopulation. Now, the paper admits that even the notion of that is immoral. You shouldn't really consider that as an option, but it admits that these stressors would still not significantly reduce the population to that desired amount of 1 to 2 billion people. Now, Alex is always saying that they release their plans right to the public. They put it right out there in their white papers. You can go and you can read it, but they honestly think that we are too stupid to ever go and read anything that's coming out of the halls of academia. But you can go and read it for yourself. We've got the link to it right up there in that article at Infowars.com. And you can see that the shocking reality of this eugenics-propelled madness continues to this very day. It still pervades the minds of our best and brightest. So this is something else that you need to consider when you're going to the polls. What side of the line does your politician stand on with this whole Agenda 21? They might not even realize what the whole master plan is with Agenda 21. Now, coming up, we're going to talk to you a little bit more about Ebola. Now, Australia is basically shutting down their borders while we here are not doing that. The nurses and healthcare workers who are coming back are kind of complaining that they're not being treated like heroes. But is it not right that they should be given that mandatory quarantine? Well, we'll talk to you why and let you know why this is a little bit odd coming up.